Good morning. How are you all? It started off with beautiful blue skies, which made me think, okay, let me get out into the garden and get started. However, sadly, as you can see, the sun is behind the clouds. It is freezing cold, but it's not going to stop us from trying to do a little bit. What I want to do today is I'm going to work on my bed area and to try and tidy the garden a little bit, because as my husband has said, it is rather dire. That's the word for it. So I need to see what I can get done today. I'm off the whole weekend and I'm so excited by the fact that I'm not going to be going to work. I'm looking around because everything that I put in the winter is suddenly showing a level of enthusiasm for life and starting to sprout up. But what I really want to do today is I want to sow my other peas. So I've got pots to put them in. So I've got some mangetout, sugar snap, and there's a garden peas which I've had for a while and never sowed either. So I'm going to sow those as well. And then once I've done those, what I am going to do is I'm due to go for a dental hygienist, so on the way back I want to get myself some sweet peas as well, so I can get some of those. I'm also considering moving my greenhouse from there over onto that area, because I'm getting rid of the raspberries, as I said before, because none of us eat them. So other than being an ornamental plant, they're no longer of use to me. So they'll move out of that corner there. And then what I want to do is I want to put this greenhouse up there so that I can clear here. But whether or not all of that will happen today, we shall see. Because the other thing I'm thinking of is maybe I leave the corner greenhouse there, because it's always been in that corner and has worked well because it's against the house, which gives it a bit of extra warmth from the brick wall, and then get another smaller one for there. But to do that, what I need to do is I need to measure the space and see whether or not the one I'm thinking of, but the question is whether or not it will fit in the way I expect it to. So that's going to be my investigations for today. Right, enough talking. It's going to be all action. Right, let's get going. The first thing I want to try and do is I'm trying to think whether or not to slightly part these two beds, because of the fact that I need access. But if I part them, I'm going to have to move bits and pieces around. So that is what I'm going to get on and do now. Okay, so this is going to work better, I think, for me. So what I've done is I've created a space in between, and what that's going to allow me to do is it's going to allow me to step in between in order to access the back, because the beds are quite deep, which was a problem because it meant I couldn't actually get to the back easily. And so with them set up like this now, because you can see that now I'll be able to step this way to access this side, And then, sorry, I don't think you can see, all you can see is my back, so let's turn you slightly. So imagine that I am trying to access this side of the bed, and I put a couple of bricks in to allow me to step up like this. Much easier than trying to reach like that. It would require that I actually step onto the inside to be able to reach the back. But with those in place, now I think we are sorted. Oh, sorry, I almost killed a worm there. I need to organize this better, but I think that will do. And I've added a brick which has raised it, but I got myself some mini tiles from my sister's house because they bought a new house and it's got a lot of junk, and there are some tiles in there which I can use to close off these areas which are raised, and might suggest to a, what's it called, a mouse that it's a perfect space to try and dig under in order to live and eat my plants. So I'll need to put that in place before I get going with anything else. So I'll probably go get those now. Oh, these things are heavy. Hold on. I'm injuring myself with these. So in the neighbor's garden we found buried a whole lot of these. So I considered whether or not to put some along here. So instead of the bricks, I could have just a tile, but I don't know whether or not they'll bear my weight well enough. There's more tiles to go, so I'm due to go to my sister's next week. When I go, I'll get more. But some of these tiles I'm going to leave on the inside to try and close off the gap that is here. So if I put them along the edge, they'll close off that gap and nothing will be able to get in to that section is closed off. Something else I've noticed is, let me just show you, over there in the corner where I put the brick, that brick is too high. It's actually warping this. It's warping this bed here. So I'm going to change that up. I managed to scrape my ankle with the tiles when I was carrying them. Just position is slightly different now. Despite the fact that I've got this camera which is supposed to make it easy for me, I have to keep turning it because I don't want to use the gimbal part of it, the tracking thing. Weeds are wonderful things. I'm getting sidetracked. Look at this. It's been sucking water and growing. So it needs to be left without water. Right, let's get rid of this. All these are going because they were just pockets for mice to live in, so I'll be getting rid of them. Actually, I won't be getting rid of them. I will be slicing them up and using them as markers for growing spots within the bed, so they will have a new function. This needs to go in the bin, create a rubbish pile. So now what I want to do is I want to swap out that brick for a flatter brick. I'm assuming this brick is flatter than the other one, so let me see. I've actually just taken it out to have a look and see what it looks like. I think I can take out the other brick as well. This is hard work. Oh my god, in the morning. Right. All this soil I'm going to use to fill up these spaces. So I just realized that before I actually buy more compost, I need to see what I have available, because I've got a few bags here and they'll force me to turn my compost as well. So let's do that. There. This one doesn't need any closing off because it's sitting flush with the floor, and I think it's alright with it. It's only slightly higher, but who cares? You know, can't have everything perfect in a garden. Aesthetics are not about pristineness, they're about good enough. As they say, perfect is the enemy of good enough, so I think that will do. So now I've closed off that hole, I've got more tiles with which to work. I'm going to start putting more cardboard in here. I'm thinking I might grow my carrots up top because that will have enough depth. But I worked out how many liters of soil it's going to take to fill this, and it is a lot. You don't think of these things when you're getting these types of beds, do you? But we'll do the best we can. But let me get some cardboard and fit it in to the spaces, and then we can actually start to... Actually, I can even layer the cardboard. It doesn't really matter because I've got weed membrane below. It doesn't really matter that everything is covered because the weed membrane is already doing that job as well. Right, let's get on. Yay! Let's get going. I've got a whole lot of cardboard, which you collect as you waste your money in Amazon. The plan will be to use a mix of topsoil as well as compost. So the bottom half is just going to be mainly topsoil, and then the compost will go on top. So I need to find out which is cheaper, topsoil or compost, because I want the cheapest format going. I think that's more than enough cardboard, don't you? So now to get going with seeing how much soil I can get in there. Really and truly, all I wanted to do was sow some peas, but I do not know why I'm here now. But here I am, trying to decide how to sort this bed out. I've also got that area, let me show you quickly, hold on. I've also got that area down there to sort out, but that's not what I came for. So how do we resolve this situation? Ideally, we resolve this situation by focusing on what it is we came to do, which is to sow some peas. So Stella is going to stop this and get on and finish sowing peas before anything else. You know what? I can't resist trying to start filling the bed. It's kind of exciting to know that we're getting there. And it is definitely going to be a case of using whatever I have available before I get to the good soil that I'll use to grow anything. So this was a self-watering pepper. So I need it to. I don't think I need new pots, do I, Stella? We got too many. It begins. Okay. So a few pots like that are going to go in there, and slowly but surely it will be filled with soil. Ah, Lord. I'm supposed to be finding pots, so let me continue finding pots for now. Okay, I've got everything I need. Funny how you can actually waste, well, it's not wasted, but spend a lot of time and feel like you've done nothing. I'm now going to get in and sow the peas I was supposed to be doing. Step 1, we are maintaining our labeling, and I'm saving on label. I need this to know that I can actually breaking these up and making sure that I can pot up the plants using this. I keep this is why it was bought. More because I don't want to buy more yet. Oh God, I need to tidy this garden. There's too much rubbish. I need a black bag, clear out what I don't use, keep what I need. Sugar snap. Morning, how are you?
Mounting up.
Yes, I'm doing some sugar snap, munch 2 and some garden pea.
Excellent.
Yes.
So much nicer than in spring, isn't it?
It is definitely much nicer, but you know, I think we're going to go back into the freeze before.
And it's quite chilly.
It is quite chilly, so definitely. But you know, peas will survive and start to grow daisies. They're going in this, and they're going out